Boy, this is a big story. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor is going to happen August 26th. This has been talked about. And by the way, this I'm reading it off of the Wrestling Observer website, f4wonline.com, but it's all over every sports website. I mean, this is not even a secret. This has been talked about, this fight, for what, a year and a half maybe? And when we first heard that Conor McGregor wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather, a lot of us, I think, thought it was going to be like this, celebrity boxing thing, like Rocky 3 with Thunder Lips, where it was going to be like this kind of clown show. But no, it's actually been finalized. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, UFC versus boxing. Now, this is not the first time we've had a UFC versus boxing, battle. A few years ago, James Lights Out Tony, fought Randy Couture in the main event of a UFC pay-per-view, and Randy kicked his ass. Now, here, the tables have turned because this Conor McGregor fight is not going to be MMA rules. It's going to be boxing rules. And we're talking about a guy, Conor McGregor, who's a pretty good boxer in the octagon, but how's he going to compete against Floyd Money Mayweather, who, yes, is older than he was in his prime, obviously, but this dude has been boxing his entire life. I mean, what can you say? Let's go ahead and look at the story here, and I'll give my thoughts. Kevin Iole of Yahoo Sports reported today that Floyd Mayweather, it says here, one of the biggest pay-per-view events of all time is happening. Yeah, it is. And Conor McGregor will meet in their much-discussed boxing super fight on August 26th in Vegas. The report came after the Nevada Athletic Commission approved the date at a meeting earlier today, though Mayweather and Conor's names were not officially attached to it then. Both Mayweather and McGregor have confirmed the news via social media. The boxing match takes place at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, of course. And they talk about here, with Dana White and McGregor and how they're going to work it out because, you have to understand the UFC has to get a cut of this and there's money involved and it's very complex stuff to talk about here. I suggest subscribing to the Figure 4 F4W Online or WrestlingObserver.com. In the Observer, there will be a full breakdown. I'm not sure if it'll be in this week's Observer or next week's Observer, but probably next week, a full breakdown of this. So, here it talks about Mayweather going 49-0 against Andre Berto and then retiring. And he has been training for a comeback. Obviously, the dude is, like I said, I think he's 40 right now. He's 40 or 41. I don't remember the exact age, but it's still going to be... He's a boxer, dude. He's a boxer. It says here the last time that McGregor fought was November of 2016 against Eddie Alvarez. Now, it says here Dana White confirmed TMZ that Mayweather versus McGregor will be a 12-round boxing match and they will use 10-ounce gloves. The undercard will only feature boxing and will be handled by Mayweather Promotions. He expects McGregor to make $100 million for the fight and that McGregor genuinely believes he will knock Mayweather out. Here's the thing. Win, lose, or draw. First of all, I'm excited. It's going to be a freak show. Mayweather's probably going to destroy him. Let's be real. Let's keep it real, okay? If you disagree, cool, but come on. Come on. $100 million, okay. McGregor has always talked about how, I talked to Double G about this, who's been a guest on FGB Radio, or on K-Fabulous before. He's a host of FGB Radio, now FGP Radio, but the whole thing is that McGregor's making $100 million for this fight. Now, win, lose, or draw, I have serious doubts that McGregor may ever fight in the UFC again. After this fight, there's literally no reason for him to do that. He said before that his goal was to make a lot of money and retire with a fortune, like Scrooge McDuck, right? He's made a crap ton of money in the UFC. After this fight, if he loses to Mayweather, which I think he will, there's no reason for him to ever fight in UFC again because there is no single fight in the UFC that will ever pay anywhere close to $100 million for one fight. It's just not going to happen. There's no reason for him to go in there and possibly get knocked out or embarrassed by a UFC fighter. There's no reason for him to go in there and maybe get hurt or to train his body and put his body through punishment if he's going to make $100 million. I mean, with the $100 million and the money that McGregor's already making on merchandising, I mean, the dude could just start a podcast or a YouTube channel and just live off of that the rest of his life and just talk trash or maybe even be an analyst because he would be a pretty good analyst because he's a great talker. Mayweather's also a great talker. This is crazy. I just can't even believe we're getting this. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor is happening August 26th. I just don't see any way that McGregor can win this fight. I don't see it, but it's still going to be the two biggest, I guess, trash talkers of the modern era of their sports, I guess you can say, are going to clash. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm almost just gobsmitten. There's a word by all this. Do you have a prediction? If you think Mayweather, listen, if you think that Mayweather's going to lose, give me your reason why. Don't just say age. Give me your reason why. I'm curious. Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys later.